Advtech was listed on the JSE in 1987 and is another of the largest diversified education, training and placement groups in South Africa. It operates some of South Africa's best-known private school and tertiary college branch. The company has a market cap of 2.4 billion rand, a price-to-earnings ratio of 16 and a dividend yield of 4.6%. So Advtech slap bam in the education space. Yeah,
and interestingly not doing all that well right now. You know, I mean, for me, it's always been a solid performer. It's got, you know, Frank Thompson, the CEO, comes on. He really exudes confidence and discipline and sensibility. We know their brands in the school environment like Crawford and Trinity House, in the university environment, Vega and what have you, Damelin. So, I mean, really well positioned. They've also got that recruiting business. But most recently, they stumbled a little bit, especially in the tertiary division. And I think it's a bit of a salutary reminder of what we were talking about earlier, that it's all very well to say this is a great opportunity, but it's not that easy a business. It doesn't have fantastic margins. There are price sensitivities because parents can't pay, you know, an infinite amount. And, you know, it's quite costly. You've got the costs associated with running all these systems and the IT and the staff and all of that. So, I mean, it's just a bit of a cautionary note that whilst you can talk long and hard about how fabulous the sector is, you've still got to deliver the earnings at the end of the day.
Are you as cautious like Paul on Advtech?
Yes, I think so. I think on the university side, you know, students will come in, the amount of margin on university is much lower, and university students drop out. Whereas at school, especially on the private school side, they stay in through the whole course of the schooling. Parents, you know, work night and day to get their kids through that. But once they go to university, you can get a drop out of students out of university. They go start working if they can. So on the university side, they do have a few problems there. And, you know, I think if they want to build new schools, capital intensive again, so I'm slightly cautious on Advtech at the moment.
So at a share price of about 580, Paul, would you be getting in? What would you be doing with the stock right now?
I think the all-time high that they reached was there, as you say, sort of 630, 640. Look, in these recent results, notwithstanding the fact that they actually saw an earnings decrease, they increased the dividend slightly. So for well-established, mature businesses, as you know, I often look at what the dividend has done, because that's what the board is telling you, is that they don't foresee there to be a permanent problem. They're also getting going with some new and expansion. So the Trinity House College brands are being expanded to other provinces, and they're looking for new sites and so on. So I think I am fairly positive about this. And I like the sector, and I'd prefer to buy this stock, which is relatively modestly priced and a sensible, established operator. So,
that's what I was about to ask. If you look at Curro, which we will be talking about a little later, and you compare it to Advtech, which one would you be getting into right now?
A difficult question at the moment. I think Advtech is now going to consolidate at these levels for a while. As they start to bring new schools on board, those schools won't generate money straight away. So I think they're going to consolidate at these levels, and I think you'll have an opportunity to buy them in the next few months. So I wouldn't be a buyer right now, and I think you'll have opportunity in the next 6 months to a year to pick up stock maybe a little bit lower.
Hot or not, Paul, this one?
I feel quite torn because, as I say, I don't normally like investing in companies where there's a bit of earnings-related volatility. That's never a good sign. But on the other hand, you know, it's relatively inexpensive for a company positioned in an emerging economy like ours. So I think I'm going to go with a grudging hot. Yeah, hot.
Hot or not?
And at the moment, for similar reasons, I'm going to go that it's not hot at the moment.
So one hot and one not on Advtech.